Hey guys, this is PCRT. Today we are going to recreate the cola commercial from Daniel Schiffer's video. I'll put all the links in the comment section. Even with this cola model from Sketchfab, you can download it here, which is created by Smoggyubeard. Download it and let's get started. We're gonna use GRTF model format, and it's gonna take a while. And then the first thing I wanted to set up is that I wanted to change the camera rotation to X 90 degrees, Z 90 degrees to face this direction, and then we are going to use this default cube as a platform. Alright, I'm going to change it to 0, 0, 0, and then go back a little bit. Maybe a 10 meters. Right, I wanted to add a extra space here, and let's split it again. It's a little bit hard to do that. Alright, so I want to change this to camera view. Great, maybe a rendered view. I also want to change the render engine to cycles. I want to use my GPU to render, of course. And let's wait a little bit. Alright. So what am I going to do is that I think I'm going to scale this up. And then I want to have a background here. Fill up this entire render area. That's okay, I guess. Move back a little bit. Okay. Now I want to change this into a area light. I'm gonna move down a little bit. Now the stage, we'll just leave it like this. Okay. The download is done. The download is done. Let's import that. The cola can is here, which is a little bit big. We will combine it. Since it has the top and the bottom, I kind of wanted to combine all the things and even this area. Okay, Control J. And of course, this is a little bit of a just scale it down like this. Stage a little bit wider. And I wanted to change the background to a something like a bluish, just like that in the movie. I'm sorry, in the video. And this light, I wanted to move on top of it. And this rotation, I'll just reset it, and I'll just put it just right on top of the cola can. Move up a little bit. And move back a little bit. This is okay. This is okay. I do want to rotate the cola can a little bit to let it be like this. Maybe in the center. Right, scale that up. And one more thing I want to do is that I wanted to change this camera focal length to 35. Something like that. Give it a wider look. And then I will add a HDR map to the environment texture. I'll just use this kind of Studio Small HDR image that I downloaded from internet. I'll put the link again. And then wanted to tune down to the 0.3. That's enough. And one last thing is that I think this is too much. This is too much. 200? Good enough? Maybe 400. And there's one more light here. I believe in the original video from Daniel Schiffer. You can take a look at that. Another one here to light up the center area. Turn it to a emission light. Maybe 2. I think that's okay. Move up a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. And I kind of saw that color shadow on the background. Is it? Okay, we'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there. I wanted to change the origin to geometry, so that just like this. All right, and in the view layer property, I want to turn on denoising because I'm sure I wanted that. And go back to render tab. I wanted to turn on the motion blur. When the cola can moves in, I want a little bit of blur like in that video. All right, now I think I'm gonna put this one here. I will put this one here. I think it has 3 cola cans. Might have need to put the light here to light up the cola can. I will have the first one here, the last one here. Oh, the second one and the last one here. I think that's enough. I think that's that. Make sure to save it. Okay. Now, I think the first one went to the left. Yeah. Great. The commercial in the original video, it was very short. I think it was something around 2 seconds, I guess. I'll just make it short as well. I'll turn it. You know what? We're gonna use 3 seconds. Okay, so this is not easy. 72, I guess. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I wanted the first one move out in half of a second. So I will move the first one to the left. I'll add a keyframe. I want it to move out. I want the first can to move out in half a second. Then okay, 12. Okay. Put it here, and a keyframe. And I think I wanted to rotate it. I'm gonna rotate it again. I'm gonna rotate 180 degrees. All right, and then I wanted this camera to move forward a little bit. Add a keyframe here. Go to 12th frame. Move forward a little bit. I wanted to make it look exactly like that. Okay, 12. Forward a little bit, just like this. I think it's okay. All right, so last one need to move out from here to the right. Started from 12 frame. Location rotation 24 frame. Okay, and then add a keyframe rotation. Rotate 180 degrees, Z axis. And then the last one need to, I think the last one need to spin a little bit. I think it'll spin from there, from here. Rotation, and just 24, 36, maybe 36. Rotate. Is it right? Rotate in Z axis 180 degrees. Shift, press I, location rotation, and then I'll just rotate something like 36. How about 60? How about you know what? How about 55, and then rotate like 60 degrees. It just stop there. It just stop there. But I'm not sure when does it stop. Oh, I don't want you to stop it here, of course. I want you to stop it here. Like, yeah. Is this gonna be okay? And then stop it there for a while. Well, I think I do need an extra keyframe for last can. Just move forward slightly slow, just like that. Okay, location, rotation. All right, I think we're done. Let's take a look at the final result. So now let's take a look at the final result. I use 45% of a resolution here. There is a couple of problems here. The first one is that this background here, it has shadow here, which we can remove that later. And one more problem is that after the rotation of the last cola can has a little bit of pause. Let's take a look at it again. It has a little bit of pause in the first rotation and the second rotation. That problem we can easily fix by going to the select the last cola can and go to animation, select, hit B, select all the keyframes, and then go to key interpolation mode, change to linear. So this way it's better. It's better. One more thing that we need to fix is the background shadow. If you don't need this, of course, we can just easily fix in the using the shader editor and select world. I'm going to change this HDR map because this this light source came from this HDR mapping here, so it'll have shadow here. Let's just change it. We're gonna Shift A, add a mapping node, and we're gonna add another one called a texture coordinate, and connect it like this. And then we can rotate this HDR map. I think I want to rotate 90 degrees. Still have a little bit more, right? Just you randomly type in some numbers to take a look at that background. Now this is fine. This is fine. Somehow, just put this in the center of this place. I wanted to change to 4. Take a look at that. Move it back a little bit. This way it has a little bit lit here. Great. Now we can re-render it out to see what does it look like.